Today on the channel, we dive into a brand new toy line to the channel, one I couldn't pass up, and we're going to see what all the fuss is about with the Soldiers of Fortune, the enemy.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another G.I. Joe adjacent unboxing and review. And today we go to Big Bad Toy Store for, I believe, their exclusive line, Soldiers of Fortune, with the enemy figure. And I think we can read between the lines. Oh, don't read between these lines, but I think you can read between the lines what they're going for with this one here. But I believe a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. But for everything else that's not a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, better hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. And you know we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Now, you guys know me. I'm a G.I. Joe guy, and I dabble in some of the other lines out there. The Monster Force, and apparently Soldiers of Fortune now. The Valaverse and the Action Force. I'm a serial dabbler, but G.I. Joe is what brought me to the dance many moons ago and what lives deep in my heart still here to this day. And Todd, you're not in there quite yet, but the Joes are. The whole Joe team's in there. Even Duke, I'm putting him in there on the corner, but he's in there. But I'm here for some Joe adjacent line, and we do know the history at this point. We cannot get a Cobra commander with a hood on for whatever reason. Some people say it's because of the KKK or something. Some people say it's terrorist. For whatever reason, we haven't got it as of yet. I think one day we will. But in the meantime, we're going to have to settle for stuff like this and a little customization, which I'm not a customizer, but I'm sure people will be doing that fairly soon with this figure here. But we're going to dive into it, run it through his paces, do some comparison, and see what all the fuss is about, as we usually do. Very minimalist packaging on this one, which I didn't realize. We got Monster Force figures from Big Bad Toy Store not too long ago. I unboxed General Brown, I believe the name was. A lot more of a deluxe packaging on that one, almost like a bookcase that opens up. This is just basically your bubble card, slip card kind of going on right here. So a little different, almost Mythic Legion-like here, and we'll get to that in a second. We got the big bubble windows, Soldiers of Fortune on the top, Series 1, the agent, the enemy. What is he, the agent or the enemy? Maybe he's both. Oh, he's playing both sides is what he's doing a little bit maybe. But looking good for what it is. On the back, you got a very cardboard backer card that you'll be able to slide out here. We do got the cross sell back there. Anything special back here? The agent, the spy, black tuxedo. You got saboteurs, brigade specialist, close combat operative in the yellow and black. Huge Striper fan, Todd McFarlane on that guy. Close combat operative. So nothing else that really gets me too excited over here, I don't think. So I think this is probably where I call it quits on this line, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the future as well. A covert team of elite warriors, saboteurs, specialists, and spies who operate outside politics and protocol, off the books, under the radar, against impossible odds. That's like me doing these unboxings, Todd McFarlane, every single weekend. Loyal only to each other, they take on missions no one else can. When there's no one left to call, there's the Soldiers of Fortune, or Todd and Kyle, depending. But we do got the Mythic Legion style packaging where you got the backer. You can just slide right off if you want to, if that is your thing. We got some baggies here, and Todd, you know a thing or two about a baggie. We know what you're up to. See you later. Goodbye. And then we got the enemy in the package right here. Looking interesting, pretty, very dapper in the blue. There's no doubt about it. But I'm going to take this offline, get him out of here, get everything out of the baggies, and we'll be back talking all things not Cobra Commander. All right, let's get down to the agent, the enemy. And let's start with the accessories here. We got the Soldiers of Fortune stand. You guys know me. I appreciate a stand. Always love it when an action figure comes with a stand. I think that's great. And then you got the Soldiers of Fortune branding. Very smart. Some a friend comes over to your house and you want to show them your collection. They see this, they know where to go. So I do appreciate things like that. We got 2 trigger hands out of the package here if you want to hold on to these weapons. You got 2 fists of fury. You're the enemy after all. You might have to throw a punch and maybe in bunches. And then we got like the more traditional gripping hands out of the package. So you got some hand options for this guy if you want to. We also get some effect pieces. You got a little bit of smoke coming out of the barrel. So we do have the smoke effect piece. We've seen that from G.I. Joe. We've seen it from Marvel Legends, etc., etc. We also got some blast effects. We got a long and a fat one. We're going to choose your own adventure on your blast effects, but we do got some options here. Have to imagine you can move these effects throughout the entire line, so that is always nice for customizability if you want to do that along the way. Getting into the weapons here, we do got a big machine gun here. Oh, and look, the magazine comes off. It says Cobra Commander Cosplay Monthly. So that's interesting. Makes sense with this guy here. Going to do a little cosplaying. But the magazine does come off right there. Looking good. It is a nice machine gun. Good feel to this, too. It's not a gummy weapon. It's a nice, stiff weapon. And I like my weapon stiff, Todd McFarlane. We do got a very traditional pistol here. So we got that. A little side piece, maybe. Who knows? Is it a Beretta? It could be a Beretta. And then we got a very futuristic kind of looking gun here. I'm not sure exactly what's up with this. Maybe this is more Cobra Commander style as far as pistols do go. And then the effect pieces fit on all of these if you want to. So a decent loadout for this guy, all things considered. But let's dive into the heads on this guy. Let's start with the one out of the package first. Guy looks like a Secret Service member or something like that. Or Kyle on his way to a business meeting, maybe. Maybe back in like 2004, Todd, maybe. But you do got the Ray-Ban sunglasses there sculpted into the face. Got the slick black hair there. 2 eyes behind those glasses, I assume. We do got a nose, a mouth, and 2 ears on him. Black hair, and it looks like he's got a little earpiece on the side as well. So he could be a Secret Service guard, a good bodyguard or something like that. If you're building out the presidential motorcade and you want a bunch of these guys out there, you could probably have something along those lines. So does look good for what it is. Maybe the head's a hair big for the body, just a hair, but nothing to be fussing over there. But the head that's everybody's clamoring for, and the one most people might end up using here is the Cobra Commander head. Yes, I'm saying it. Looks like Cobra Commander. You got the big, it almost looks like he got a big handkerchief and just dropped it over his head and cut out 2 eyes. That's what it looks like to me. But it is nice and blue, and he's got those very Cobra Commander determined eyes there. I mean, this just looks like Cobra Commander. There's no fooling. If somebody found this in a fodder pile, they'd say, oh, Cobra Commander, what's he doing here? So very cool. Now, it is missing the Cobra logo on the forehead here. That's where the customization process would have to come into play. So if you want to do that, you'd have to do that. Maybe get a decal, a sticker. I'm not sure at that. That's above my pay grade for sure. But does look good. It gets the point across for what it's going for. There's no doubt about it. Head, very easy to pop off, it seems like here. And you pop it right on there. So very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if this is exactly what I would use this for. I think I'm going to display this guy with his normal head, and I'll use this temporarily, at least, on a Cobra Commander extra figure I do have. This does give me the feels, though, of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Once Upon a Time for President Cobra Commander. You guys remember this figure? Kind of has the feel of that one a little bit. We just need a podium in front of there. But does look good. Huh. Looking good. Cobra, the leader there. But like this, and like I said, I think I'll be using this head on one of my other Cobra Commander figures, and we'll do that here in a little bit. But let's run through the rest of this figure real quick. It is a suited body here, so a nice suited body. Looking pretty good. Now, I will compare it real quick. Here it is next to a WWE Mattel Elite figure. Not going to work if you wanted to swap this and have this guy with your WWE figures. Just not going to be the size correct, but you could probably put it with Marvel Legends if you want to. It's pretty much the size of the Marvel Legends. But you got the blue suit jacket, the blue pants, the black shoes. You got the red tie, the white undershirt, the bare hands. Besides that, it's just a guy in a suit. That's all it is. Arms go all the way around for us, bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbow, smooth as butter in those joints. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Head removable, as we did see. I'm going to pop that back on there. We do get a waist articulation on him. A little bit of splits, is a little bit limited there, but he's got the splits going on. Leg goes up very high. Nice movement there. Beautiful double jointed pinless knees that move smooth as butter once again. Ankles side to side, back and forth, up and down. And he should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using code Kyle to save 10%. He does if you'd rather use those. And then, of course, we do have these stands if this is more your thing here, which this is what I'll use. Why would I not use this stand for him? And he does fit right on there if need be. Kind of an awkward position with the 2 peg holes, though, I will say. But looking pretty good. Now, is this the greatest figure since sliced bread? I don't know, but it's great for army building. Customizers, I think, can have a field day with this entire line. If you're looking for background characters, you're looking for fronters, maybe. It's up to you. I do like what this is, and this is our only way as of right now to get an official release, we'll call it, of a Cobra Commander head from a major company. There's probably plenty on eBay, Etsy's of the world, people making custom heads for Cobra Commander, but this is a real company making one that's officially marketed. You can buy over there at Big Bad Toy Store. So I do appreciate that, and I'm going to tell you, I bought this for this head is what I did. But we'll get to this here in 2 seconds, but first, I got Cobra Commander. I brought the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander out. How about that? The Mickey Mouse edition. That's what they call him. I didn't make it up, but we got this one from the HasLab, so you can kind of see that height and size comparison. Works pretty good size-wise. I do got a Valaverse figure right here, so you can see the difference between those. That's Pandora, looking very nice there. I think that works out pretty good. Monster Force, General Brown. I guess this is the Joel Colton version. Obviously, got to be some reuse between these lines, I would think. But you can see that pairs up perfectly. And then I do got one more G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Commander. And this is the one with a custom head sculpt that I got once upon a time. Don't even know where I got this. This is early. This is like, what, Series 1 Classified Cobra Commander? But you can see this one here. I pop that off. Pop this on there. That's what that looks like on a classified figure. I'll pop it and probably put it on this one here, but I think I got to heat these heads up. They're not as nice to be interchangeability as some of the other figures. But if you're like me and you bought this for this, I think you're going to get use out of it. You get one of these other. There's still the retro Cobra Commander on a lot of store shelves that I go to. So you can grab that, pop this on there temporarily until they make one. I think that's an easy solution. And then you got this guy to do whatever you want with on top of that. So there's some added value with this as well. Or you can just go straight and have this as your hood Cobra Commander. So you get a little bit of that old-fashioned choose your own adventure if you want to. So there it is. The enemy, the agent, the enemy, choose your own adventure once again. But what are your guys' thoughts on this line? You picking any of these up? You need some of these in your collection? What are your thoughts on this line here? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel and all the content it does bring. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is also the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every single Tuesday wherever podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. So for Cobra Commander, maybe, maybe not. I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to the end of the line.